Hello and welcome. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga. Honor and a privilege to have you with me today. Today we're going to spend some time restorative yoga postures. So this should be very, very gentle. And to help that gentleness along, I invite you to have a bolster, blanket, or a pillow handy just to offer that support and maybe just that lifting of the floor up to you just a little bit to ease the stretches. We want to keep these stretches more in a very passive zone. So we're not overly exerting ourselves to get into these postures. This is something where we can just kind of melt into them. So these bolsters are going to come in super handy. We're going to start today in a seated position. If this is a seated position, is pretty tough on those hips already. I invite you to sit up on that bolster, the pillow, the blanket, and just to give yourself a little support, a little lift, and a little less intensity. And we're just going to take a moment here. So go ahead and set yourself up. If you need to be on that bolster, blanket, or pillow, do so. Come to that seated position. Rest your hands comfortably. We're going to turn our palms to the sky, drape the wrists over the knees, and bring the index finger and thumb to touch. And then just close your eyes. Softly close those eyes. Relax your jaw. Feel the length in your spine. And just check in for a moment. Slow, steady, deep breaths. We take some time to care for ourselves inside and out, to replenish the energies that we so freely give away, to let go of anything heavy we may be holding on to clear the mind, to clear the heart, to heal, to open, to create space. As you inhale, open your palms, spread your fingers wide, feel that stretch across the palms. And then as you inhale, gently bring your middle finger and thumb to touch. Exhale, open those fingers, spread them wide. And gently bring the ring finger and thumb to touch. Open the fingers, spread them wide. Exhaling and gently bringing the pinky and thumb to touch. Inhale, open the fingers, spread them wide. And as you exhale, bring all the fingertips to touch. And breathe. Inhale, open your fingers, spread them wide. And as you exhale, whatever finger feels natural to you, bring it back to the thumb. We turn the palms to the shins, just below the knees. Take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back, lift your gaze. Seated cat and cow. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, press your spine towards the back, tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow. One more time, each direction. Just promoting that independent movement of each vertebra. Helping to get rid of all the kinks in the back. Just promoting efficient movement and that articulation of the spine. Sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to turn. You can stay facing me. I'm going to bring that bolster out in front of me. You can actually put this on your lap if you prefer. So depending upon the intensity of the stretch that you would like, we're going to come forward and I'm just going to wrap my arms right around that bolster. So again, you can bring the bolster down and kind of come forward, wrapping the arms around the bolster. And I'm just going to let my forehead rest. If you are more comfortable with the side of your face, that's fine. And just breathe. Slowly walking it back up. And we transfer the bolster, the pillow behind us. So there's going to be a lot of silence here within this practice. So don't be worried that you lost out on, and it's the video is, or the session has paused on you or frozen. It's going to be just really nice, gentle, quiet time that you get to focus on your breath. We're going to lean back onto that bolster. Legs are going to be options. So just let yourself find a space. If you need the support for your head, make sure that you have it. If you are okay with the head, just gently coming back, opening up that chest. We're going to support just at the base of the head or at the base of the neck. So you decide what's right. Options for those legs, we can stay in that cross-legged position, or you can bring those knees together, toes are pointed towards one another, or reclined butterfly with the soles of the feet together. So you decide kind of what feels good to you. We're going to let those arms open out to a T. Palms open to the sky. We let our breath just flow. If you have chosen that cross-legged position, we're going to shift so that the other leg is in front. Just working out any imbalances within those hips. And then just breathe. And then slowly bring those feet right up by your bottom. Pulling one knee in towards your chest and then the other, lifting that head very carefully. If you need to roll to your side to come out of this, that's perfectly fine. We're going to get one little pump with those legs to sit up nice and tall. And we're going to bring that bolster and we're going to bring it around underneath those legs. So those knees are going to be bent. Now, if you have a bolster that is oblong, you can do it so that it's vertical, or you can keep it horizontal, just so it's supported. And we're going to keep those feet and knees together as best we can, and we're just going to fold forward. Hands just sliding along the tops of the feet, a gentle press of those toes down towards the ground, and a little tuck of your chin. Just breathe. You might have a little space between your knees. That's perfectly fine. Just let your body melt. Starting at your tailbone, slowly roll it up. Just let your hands slide up along the front of the shins. till we sit up nice and tall. Give yourself just a moment. Sitting up, feeling that posture, shoulders rolled back. We're going to lean back to the point. We're going to pull that bolster with us, safely coming down onto your back. Just kind of nestling it up right next to your bum. We're going to open up our feet just a little bit, pelvic tilt, and press and lift those hips to the sky. We're going to pull that bolster right up underneath the bum, supporting, and then walk your feet back in so that they're hip width apart, toes pointing straight ahead, and we're just in a supported bridge pose. Hands can be resting on your hips, or you can have those arms down by your sides. Palms to the ground, and just breathe. Now you can adjust that bolster wherever you need it to be. So if you're like, I like it better where it's just kind of under my bum and my tailbone, perfect. You like it a little higher, getting your chest a little bit higher, then adjust it there. And then just find that space where you can breathe. Now let's go ahead and extend that left leg out. This is going to get a really nice stretch through the hip flexor on that left side. Pulling your left foot back in. If you need to hold stretches a little bit longer, please know that you have the ability to do that. You do not have to jump right into the next side if you want to stay a little longer. That right leg extends, stretching all through the front, through the hip flexor, those transverse abdominals. Making sure the lower back's happy. Slowly we pull that right knee in towards the chest. Now you might need to adjust where the bolster or your blanket is. And then the other knee comes in towards the chest. Hands can be at the shins or again down by your sides. We're just going to let the heaviness of the knees come towards the chest as that bolster supports the lift of your hips. Now only if you like, extending the legs together or independently, supporting our plow pose. So again, these are passive. These are letting our body just melt into the space. It's ready to go. Slowly we bend those knees. Let's take one foot back to the mat. Pulling that knee back in. And then the other foot, just gently bring it back to the mat. Knee is bent. And then the other foot back to the mat, our supported bridge pose. We press through the soles of the feet to pull the bolster out from underneath the bum, and then ever so slowly, pelvic tilt, release one vertebra back to the mat at a time. With your bottom the last to touch. Let's bring the bolster off to the left side, extending out left leg. Right knee pulls in, right arm extends out to a T. Left hand is going to gently guide that right knee across the body to relax and release onto the bolster. And then we're going to turn and look out over that right arm. And breathe. Releasing that left hand. Slowly we roll it back, taking our gaze back towards the sky. We take that bolster and we shift it over to the right, just about hip height or thereabout. You can adjust it as you need to. Left knee pulls in, left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and just gently guide it across. Again, allowing that knee to just rest on the bolster, inner thigh against the bolster, and turn and look out over that left arm, and then just close your eyes. Releasing the leg, slowly we roll it back to center. And we're going to slide that bolster down underneath the knees. A soft bend in the knees. So those legs are just gently relaxing. Knees might roll open as those hips splay open just a little bit. I want this to be very, very, very comfortable for you. If you are not comfortable on your back, I invite you to come onto your side and use the bolster however you wish, or not at all, or even come up to a seated position once again. You're welcome to rest your hands on your tummy, to take those arms up and overhead, to have the arms down by your sides or up overhead, whatever feels the very best to you, and just breathe. You are welcome to come up to a seated position if you prefer. Just find your breath. Let go of everything else and just be. We begin to wiggle our fingers, our toes. Just slowly pulling one knee in towards your chest and then the other. We roll to our side. Taking a moment, just checking in. And then as you're ready, only as you're ready, coming back up to a seated position, whether that be on your bolster or on your bum. We sit up nice and tall. Rest your hands comfortably. Drape the wrists over the knees. Take a big breath in and open those fingers. Spread them wide. Feel that stretch across the palm. And then slowly bring your middle finger and thumb to touch. Inhale, open your fingers. Spread them wide. And exhale, ring finger and thumb gently come to touch. Inhale, open your fingers, spread them wide. And exhale, pinky and thumb gently come to touch. Inhale, open your fingers, spread them wide. And as you exhale, whatever finger feels natural to you, bring it back to your thumb. Find your breath, be present. Restorative yoga, bringing us back to a place of peace, feeling grounded and centered. Healing energy moving through your body from the head to toes. We gently pull the hands to heart center, a gentle tuck of your chin towards your chest, and just a silent moment of gratitude for that beautiful body being able to do all that it can do today, and for taking this time to be our best self. Gently lift your gaze, open your eyes. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that felt great, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Until the next time, my friend, light, love, and namaste.